They say poverty humbles a man, but for Olivia, it only fueled her hunger for more. From the dusty corners of her small village in Benue, she carried a fire in her chest that whispered every day, "One day, I will escape this life. One day, I will be seen." Olivia was the kind of girl who could make people turn their heads twice, not just because of her beauty, but because her laughter always sounded like she had no problems in life, even when her stomach was growling louder than the rooster at dawn. Her skin glowed, her smile shone, and her eyes carried an energy that dared the world to underestimate her. But if beauty was currency, poverty was tax, and it taxed her family heavily. Her father was a struggling farmer, the type that woke up before the sun and still came home empty-handed. Her mother sold akara at the roadside, flipping bean cakes with skill. But no matter how much she fried, the family's pockets remained dry. Yet Olivia was different. From childhood, she showed brilliance in school. Teachers adored her, classmates envied her. Even when she walked barefoot to class, her head was high. When she was called the village professor, she would laugh and reply, "Don't worry, one day you will pay me to sign your certificate." And maybe she was right. At university, she was unstoppable. While others partied away, Olivia buried herself in books. Her brilliance was unmatched. She turned assignments into poetry and exams into playgrounds. Professors whispered her name with pride. That girl is something else. And when the results came out, her name sat proudly at the top. First-class honors. The day she graduated, the whole community followed her to the ceremony like she was about to be crowned queen. Her mother danced until her wrapper almost fell off, shouting, "My daughter Don carry first class O, poverty Don C. Pepper." Her father, usually a quiet man, boasted that day like he had planted Olivia in the soil himself and watered her into a degree. Neighbors shook their heads in admiration. "Ah, this girl will change her family's story. She go build mansion for her parents. Her name will open doors." Olivia herself believed it. She stood in her graduation gown, clutching her certificate, and whispered, "This is my ticket out." But life after university had its own plans. When she returned home, job offers started trickling in, little positions here and there, a teaching job at a local school, a bank clerk position, even a small admin role in an office. Everyone expected her to jump on them quickly. After all, in a country where graduates flooded the streets jobless, even a 30,000 naira salary was gold. But Olivia? She laughed at them. "Teach? Me? With my first class? Abego. Bank clerk? That's slavery. I didn't spend 4 years studying day and night to count people's money. Admin officer, please. Do I look like I'll sit in an office answering calls all day?" Her friends would giggle, shaking their heads. "Olivia, work no work. Start small, grow big." But she waved them off. "My dear, I was not born to suffer. Look at me. Look at this face, this body. Do I look like someone who should be taking 50K salary? I deserve big money, big life, big opportunities. God didn't bless me with beauty and brains for nothing." Her parents began to worry. Bills were piling up. Expectations were rising. They had sacrificed everything for her education, and now they wanted to see the fruit of their labor. But Olivia had other plans brewing in her heart. One evening, while scrolling endlessly on Instagram, she stumbled upon the page of an influencer who flaunted designer clothes, luxury cars, and trips to Dubai. The caption under the influencer's post read, "Soft life or nothing." Olivia chuckled to herself. See as she dey enjoy. She no look like person wey dey stress for office. And me, first class holder, I dey here broke. Lie. My life must change. That night, as the fan blew lazily in her small room and her younger siblings slept on mats beside her, Olivia lay awake staring at the ceiling. She replayed her mother's tired hands flipping akara, her father's sunburnt face, and the small jobs she had turned down. For the first time, she felt a pang of guilt. but it quickly dissolved into ambition. "Why should I suffer?" she whispered to herself. "There must be another way." And just like that, the girl with big dreams began to look at the world differently, not through the eyes of hard work and patience, but through shortcuts and soft life. If there is anything heavier than poverty, it is expectation. The whole village had carried Olivia's success on their heads like it was their own. The moment she returned home with her first-class degree, everybody suddenly remembered she was their cousin, friend, or distant relation. From the woman who sold okra by the roadside to the man who sharpened knives, they all greeted her with the same words. "Olivia, we dey look you o. You go soon buy Benz for your parents. First class, no be beans. Now you go build hospital for this village. Don't forget us when you blow." At first, Olivia enjoyed the attention. She would walk through the market and people would nod with respect, mothers pushing their children forward to greet her like she was a celebrity. She even caught herself walking differently, shoulders higher, steps slower, as if she had already signed a $1 million contract. But behind closed doors, life was different. Her parents would sit in the small living room at night, discussing her future in low tones. Her father would cough, clear his throat, and say, "That our daughter must get work quick. Now her we dey depend on now." Her mother, tying her wrapper tighter around her chest, would sigh. "Olivia go make us proud. With her kind of brain, big company go rush her. You go see." But Olivia herself wasn't rushing anywhere. She had received 3 job offers already. The first was from a private school in town, offering her $35,000 a month to teach mathematics. She laughed so hard at the letter, she used it to fan herself during the afternoon heat. "Me? After suffering in university, reading all those boring textbooks, you want me to come and be shouting 2 plus 2 is 4 for children? I beg, oh." The second job was a bank position, and $50,000 a month as a clerk. Her friend, Nkechi, had jumped at the same offer and was already ironing office clothes like her life depended on it. But Olivia? She wrinkled her nose. "So I will sit from morning till night counting people's money while my own account is empty? Ndiara. That's slavery, not work." The third offer was from a small company looking for an admin officer. The pay was $45,000. Olivia didn't even bother to reply. She would sit in front of her mirror, adjusting her hair, applying cheap lipstick, and talking to herself like a motivational speaker. "Olivia, you are not ordinary. You are not born for small money. See this beauty. See this brain. See this body. Who told them you are desperate? You deserve soft life, not stress." Her siblings, tired of her self-pep talks, would roll their eyes. Her younger brother once muttered, "First class no day cook soup." She chased him around the house with her slippers until he begged for mercy. Still, the tension in the house grew. Her parents were growing impatient. Bills were waiting. School fees, hospital bills, rent. All of them stared at her like angry creditors. One evening, her father finally called her. His face was lined with exhaustion, his voice heavy. "Olivia, my daughter, we have tried. Your mother and I have suffered to give you the best. Please take one of these jobs. Even if the money is small, at least it is something. We cannot keep waiting." Olivia adjusted her scarf and smiled politely. "Daddy, don't worry. I have bigger plans. Those small jobs are not for me. I cannot waste my degree like that. You will see. Soon, I will make it big. Just give me time." Her father shook his head and left the room without a word. Her mother, sitting nearby, muttered under her breath, "Time no dey boil rice." But Olivia wasn't listening. She was busy scrolling through Instagram on her small Infinix phone. Her timeline was filled with beautiful girls living the kind of life she dreamed of, flying to Dubai, shopping in London, posting selfies with captions like, "Soft life or nothing." She sighed deeply. See my mates. They are enjoying. Me, I'm here in this village, waiting for peanuts. No, it can't be my portion. That night, lying on her bed while the fan creaked above her head, she thought about her choices. Her parents' disappointed faces flashed before her eyes. The children in the neighborhood who used to chant, first class," whenever they saw her now whispered, behind her back, first class, yet no job. For the first time, the weight of expectation pressed down on her chest so heavily that she almost cried. Almost. But then pride wiped her tears before they could fall. God did not give me this beauty for nothing, she whispered to herself, staring at her reflection in the cracked mirror. There must be another way. Her heart beat faster, her mind restless. And then, like a seed planting itself, an idea began to grow. They say temptation does not knock. It barges in and sits on your bed. For Olivia, temptation came with red lipstick, designer shoes, and the smell of expensive perfume. Her old campus friend, Anita, came visiting one hot afternoon, carrying herself like Lagos itself had given birth to her. She wore a short gown that looked like it was sewn with stinginess because it refused to cover her thighs properly. Her hair was 30 inches long, human hair, the type that cost more than a civil servant's salary. "Olivia, my girl," Anita shouted as she entered, dropping her Gucci bag on the floor like it was nothing. See as you dey glow. Poverty no even fit dull your shine." Olivia laughed, rolling her eyes. "Forget glow, my dear. I dey die here. No job, no money, and my papa don dey look me like I'm ATM that refused to dispense." Anita burst into laughter, clapping her hands. "ATM way no dispense dey cause frustration, oh? But why you dey worry? You fine, you get brain. Na this same country we dey, yet see as I dey enjoy." Olivia eyed her friend suspiciously. "You this Anita, you done blow. Every time I see your status, you dey chop suya in one club. Next day you dey snap for hotel swimming pool. A beg. Where you dey see all this enjoyment money?" Anita leaned closer, lowering her voice like she was about to reveal state secrets. "Olivia, make I no lie you. Work no dey pay in this country. All those 50K, 60K jobs na pure slavery. I no fit stress myself. I use my brain." She winked. Olivia raised her eyebrows. "Your brain? Or your body?" Both of them burst into laughter, but Anita wasn't joking. She crossed her legs, adjusted her gown, and said calmly, "See, hook up na the way forward. Rich men day everywhere. Politicians, big business moguls, senators. They go spend money like say na water. One night with the right man, and your life fit change." Olivia froze for a moment. Her chest pounded. She thought about her parents, disappointed faces, the job offers she had mocked, and the flashy girls she saw on Instagram. "Hook up?" she repeated slowly, like she was tasting the word. Anita smiled knowingly. "Yes, babe. Don't frown your face like Holy Mary. Everybody they do na soft work. You just dress well, look hot, package yourself, and boom, money go rain. Why you think all these girls they drive Benz overnight? You think na salary?" Olivia chuckled nervously. "Anita, me way get first class. You wouldn't turn me to Ashawo. I beg leave that first class matter." Anita cut in, waving her hand dismissively. "Na first class go buy you wig? Na first class go fill your fridge? My sister, hunger no GPA? Forget shame. You too fine to suffer." That night, Olivia couldn't sleep. Anita's words danced in her head. "Na first class go buy you wig? Hunger no GPA." By morning she had made up her mind. The first time was awkward. She wore borrowed heels that pinched her toes, a dress too tight for comfort, and makeup Anita had helped her apply. When the man arrived at the hotel, an overweight politician with a belly like a sack of rice, Olivia almost ran away. Stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share with someone, and subscribe.